Seniors, the secret protein beats eggs. Stop muscle loss after 60. Welcome, my friends, and a very warm welcome to all our seniors tuning in today. I know many of you are here because you care deeply about your health, your energy, and your independence. Let me tell you, you're in exactly the right place. Today, we're uncovering something truly eye-opening. A food that has more protein than eggs, and how it can help prevent muscle loss naturally after 60. Now think about this for a moment. You probably grew up hearing that eggs are the gold standard of protein. Every magazine, every health show, even doctors would say, if you want protein, eat your eggs. And it's true, eggs are a fantastic food. But here's the secret many people don't realize. There are foods out there, natural foods, that pack even more protein than eggs, and they come with bonus nutrients that your body desperately needs as you age. And that's what we're going to talk about today, because after 60, something very important begins to happen in your body. It's called sarcopenia. That's the scientific word for age-related muscle loss. You might have noticed it yourself. Carrying groceries feels heavier. Climbing stairs takes more effort. Even getting out of a chair doesn't feel as effortless as it once did. It's not your imagination. It's your muscles quietly shrinking and weakening with age. Here's the thing. Muscle isn't just about strength or looking toned. Muscle is your body's engine. It protects your bones from fractures, it keeps your balance steady, it helps burn calories, and it even supports your brain health. Lose too much muscle, and daily life suddenly feels harder, sometimes dangerously harder. That's why preventing muscle loss isn't just about vanity. It's about staying independent, strong, and free. Now here's where protein comes in. Every single muscle fiber in your body depends on protein to rebuild and repair itself. Think of protein as the bricks and mortar of your body. Without enough of it, your muscles begin to weaken, no matter how much you try to stay active. But when you give your body the right kind of protein, in the right amounts, you're sending a powerful signal to your muscles. Stay strong, don't shrink, keep me moving. This is why seniors are often told to focus on eggs, chicken, or fish. And yes, these are excellent foods. But the surprising truth is, eggs only contain about 6 grams of protein each. That means if you ate 2 eggs at breakfast, you'd only get about 12 grams of protein, not nearly enough to protect your muscles throughout the day. So, what if there was a food that could give you more protein per serving than eggs, and at the same time deliver antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals that support your joints, bones, and even your heart? Wouldn't you want to know what it is? That's exactly what we're uncovering in today's video. And I promise, by the end, you'll never look at your plate the same way again. But before we reveal the hero food that outshines eggs, I want you to pause and do something important. If you're finding value already, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. Because every week we share natural, science-backed tips designed especially for seniors like you to help you stay healthy, active, and confident in your golden years. You don't want to miss what's coming next. All right, back to the story. Let me take you on a little journey. Imagine a group of seniors in a small town. They all eat fairly healthy. Eggs for breakfast, some bread, maybe tea or coffee. Yet year after year, many of them begin to lose strength. Some start walking slower, others complain about joint pain, and a few even have trouble holding on to objects firmly. When researchers looked closer, they realized these seniors weren't getting enough of the right kind of protein. They were eating eggs, yes, but still falling short. Then came the breakthrough. A different group of seniors started adding a special food into their meals, one that's easy to find, affordable, and packed with more protein than eggs. The results? Within months, they noticed less fatigue, stronger legs, and even sharper memory. The difference was like night and day. And this wasn't tea from some expensive supplement or fancy powder. It was from a natural food that had been sitting quietly in grocery stores all along. And here's the part that makes it even more exciting. It's food dose and tea, just give you more protein. It's also loaded with nutrients that protect your bones from osteoporosis, keep your heart steady, and even help reduce inflammation in your joints. Think about that for a second. Single food that gives you more protein than eggs and acts like a shield for your whole body. Now, I know you're eager to know what this food is. Don't worry, we're getting there. But I want you to really understand why this matters. Protein isn't just about muscles, it's about independence. It's about being able to get out of bed in the morning without struggling. It's about walking confidently without the fear of falling. It's about enjoying time with your grandchildren, playing, laughing, and having the energy to keep up with them. That's the true power of protein after 60. And when you learn that there's a food out there that beats eggs, it opens up a whole new way to think about your meals. You'll start to see breakfast, lunch, and dinner not just as routines, but as opportunities to protect your body, rebuild your strength, and feel alive again. So let's keep going, because in the next part, I'm going to reveal this protein powerhouse. It may surprise you, but once you discover it, you'll realize it's been hiding in plain sight all along. All right, my friends, it's time for the big reveal. You've been waiting patiently, and here it is. The food that has more protein than eggs. The food that can help protect your muscles after 60 is lentils. Yes, lentils. Those humble little legumes that you might walk past in the grocery store without a second thought. They don't come in flashy packaging. They don't demand attention like steak or chicken. And yet they quietly carry one of the richest stores of protein nature has to offer. Let's compare for a moment. One boiled egg has about 6 grams of protein, but just 1 cup of cooked lentils. It has around 18 grams of protein. That's 3 times more protein than a single egg. And not only that, lentils also bring along an impressive amount of fiber, iron, magnesium, and folate. Why does this matter? Because seniors often face 2 hidden problems. 1, they don't get enough protein. And 2, they struggle with digestion or constipation. Lentils solve both. They give you the protein your muscles crave and the fiber your gut needs to stay regular and healthy. It's like 2 powerful benefits packed into one simple food. Now let me paint a picture for you. Imagine a senior who starts her day with 2 eggs for breakfast. She's off to a good start. 12 grams of protein, but by lunchtime, she's already running low on the fuel her muscles need. Compare that to another senior who includes a cup of lentils in their lunch, perhaps in a hearty soup or a simple salad. That one meal alone provides 18 grams of protein, plus slow-digesting fiber that keeps her full and energized for hours. Which senior do you think will feel stronger and more active throughout the day? The answer is obvious. But lentils aren't just about numbers. They're about what those numbers mean for your health. Let me break it down. Muscle protection. The protein in lentils provides essential amino acids, the building blocks of muscle. This is crucial for fighting sarcopenia, that sneaky age-related muscle loss we talked about earlier. Heart health. Lentils are naturally low in fat, but rich in potassium and magnesium, which help keep blood pressure steady and reduce strain on the heart. Bone strength. With iron, zinc, and folate, lentils support healthy bone density. Another critical factor for seniors: weak bones plus weak muscles. That's a dangerous combination. Lentils help prevent both. Gut health. The fiber in lentils doesn't just ease digestion. It also feeds your good gut bacteria, which scientists now say affects everything from your immunity to your brain health. Now here's the part most people overlook. Lentils are inexpensive and incredibly versatile. You don't need to spend money on pricey protein powders or exotic superfoods. A bag of lentils, often costing less than a cup of coffee, can nourish you for weeks. And you can prepare them in countless ways. Soups, stews, curries, salads, or even blended into patties for a plant-based burger. Let me share a story with you. There was a study done on seniors who added lentils into their diet at least 3 times a week. Within a few months, many of them reported feeling stronger and more energetic. Some even noticed they could walk longer distances without getting tired. And when researchers measured their muscle mass, they found less decline compared to those who didn't eat lentils regularly. All from a simple, natural food that's been sitting in markets for thousands of years. Think about that for a second. We live in a world where people spend fortunes on supplements, protein shakes, and complicated diets. Yet one of the most powerful solutions to aging gracefully is sitting quietly in the form of a tiny lentil, waiting to be cooked. But I know what you might be thinking. Do lentils really taste good? The answer is yes, if you prepare them right. You can make them rich and savory with garlic and onions, or light and refreshing in a salad with lemon and herbs. In fact, many cultures around the world rely on lentils as their primary protein source. And the best part? These cultures often enjoy lower rates of heart disease, diabetes, and obesity compared to societies that rely heavily on meat. So when we compare eggs and lentils, it's not just about protein numbers, it's about the bigger picture. Eggs give you protein and some vitamins, which is great. But lentils give you protein, fiber, minerals, and protective compounds that work together to keep your entire body strong. For seniors, that's like hitting the jackpot. Let's put this in perspective. If you start adding just 1 cup of lentils to your meals 3 or 4 times a week, that's an extra 50 to 70 grams of protein every week. Protein that directly feeds your muscles helps keep your bones steady and gives you lasting energy. Over the course of a year, that's thousands of grams of extra muscle-protecting fuel, all from one affordable food. And here is something that might surprise you even more. Lentils are also excellent for controlling blood sugar. Unlike refined carbs that cause spikes and crashes, the fiber and protein in lentils slow digestion, leading to steady energy. That means no mid-afternoon crashes, no sudden fatigue, and better overall stamina. For seniors who are also managing diabetes or prediabetes, this is a powerful advantage. So when you think about the question, what food has more protein than eggs? The answer is crystal clear. Lentils. They're not glamorous, they're not flashy, but they're one of the most effective, muscle-protecting, heart-loving, bone-strengthening foods you can add to your plate after 60. And the best part? This is just one of several foods that outshine eggs in protein and overall health benefits. In the next part of our story, we'll uncover a few more hidden gems. Foods that, when combined with lentils, create a powerful defense against muscle loss, weakness, and fatigue. So stay tuned, because the journey doesn't end here. The best is yet to come. Now that we've uncovered the power of lentils, you might be wondering, are there other foods that can also rival eggs, or even surpass them in protein and senior-friendly benefits? The answer is yes. In fact, nature has provided us with several surprising options. When combined, they can create a protein-packed diet that fuels your muscles, protects your bones, and supports your overall vitality long after 60. Let's start with another unsung hero, chickpeas. You might know them as garbanzo beans, or perhaps you've enjoyed them blended into hummus. But did you know that 1 cup of cooked chickpeas contains about 15 grams of protein? That's more than 2 boiled eggs. And chickpeas come with something extra. They repacked with soluble fiber, which helps lower cholesterol and protect your heart. Picture this. An older gentleman struggling with high cholesterol decides to swap his afternoon snack of crackers for a small bowl of roasted chickpeas. They're crunchy, flavorful, and satisfying. Within weeks, not only does his digestion improve, but his doctor notices a drop in his LDL cholesterol levels. And here's the best part. He's also getting steady protein to maintain his muscle strength. That's the hidden beauty of chickpeas. They're not just protein, they're medicine in disguise. Let's move on to another star, quinoa. Unlike most plant foods, quinoa is a complete protein. That means it contains all 9 essential amino acids, the building blocks your body cannot make on its own. Just 1 cup of cooked quinoa has around 8 grams of protein, which might sound less than eggs at first glance. But here's the twist. Quinoa is incredibly nutrient-dense. It brings magnesium, manganese, and antioxidants that eggs simply don't have. Think of quinoa as the ancient warrior grain. Thousands of years ago, the Inca civilization called it the mother of all grains, and fed it to their soldiers to give them strength and stamina during battle. If it could fuel warriors trekking across mountains, imagine what it can do for seniors fighting against muscle loss and fatigue today. Next on the list, we cannot ignore Greek yogurt. Yes, it's dairy. But Greek yogurt deserves its spot because 1 single cup can deliver up to 20 grams of protein, more than 3 eggs. On top of that, it brings calcium, probiotics, and vitamin B12. For seniors, this combination is powerful. Calcium strengthens bones. Probiotics improve gut health, and vitamin B12 supports energy and brain function. Let us imagine a simple scene. A grandmother begins her day with a bowl of Greek yogurt topped with berries and a sprinkle of flax seeds. Not only does she feel full until lunchtime, but her digestion improves. Her energy levels stay steady, and she's nourishing her bones with calcium. It's a breakfast that feels indulgent, but is actually one of the smartest choices she could make. Now, let's not forget pumpkin seeds. Small but mighty, just 1 handful, about 30 grams, provides nearly 10 grams of protein. That's already more than one egg in a snack that fits right into the palm of your hand. But pumpkin seeds don't stop there. They're also rich in magnesium, which supports muscle function and helps prevent cramps, something many seniors struggle with. They also contain zinc, which boosts immunity, critical as we age. I like to call pumpkin seeds nature's multivitamin in disguise. You can toss them on salads, add them to oatmeal, or simply enjoy them roasted as a crunchy snack. Imagine being able to strengthen your muscles, calm your nerves, and protect your immune system just by eating a small handful every day. That's the hidden magic of pumpkin seeds. Finally, let's highlight black beans. Often overlooked in favor of lentils or chickpeas, black beans pack about 15 grams of protein per cup, but their real secret weapon lies in their antioxidants. These dark-colored beans are loaded with anthocyanins, the same compounds that make blueberries a brain-boosting superfood. That means black beans not only feed your muscles, but also protect your memory and brain health, which is just as important after 60. Imagine a senior enjoying a simple black bean soup a few times a week. Not only are they getting protein to stay strong, but they're also quietly protecting their brain from age-related decline. That's like getting two priceless benefits from one humble bowl. So, let's recap. Beyond eggs, we've now uncovered a treasure chest of protein-rich foods. Lentils, 18 grams per cup, plus fiber and minerals. Chickpeas, 15 grams per cup, plus cholesterol-lowering power. Quinoa, 8 grams per cup, with all essential amino acids. Greek yogurt, up to 20 grams per cup, plus calcium and probiotics. Pumpkin seeds, 10 grams per handful, plus magnesium and zinc. Black beans, 15 grams per cup, plus antioxidants for brain health. Each of these foods' dose and tea just match eggs in protein. They bring unique extras that make them even more valuable for seniors. Together, they form a powerful shield against the muscle loss, weakness, and fatigue that often creep in with age. Now, I want you to imagine something. What if you built your weekly meals around these foods? A hearty lentil soup for lunch, a bowl of Greek yogurt with seeds and fruit for breakfast, quinoa salad with chickpeas for dinner, snacks of pumpkin seeds between meals. Each bite, each spoonful, would be quietly defending your muscles, your bones, and your energy. This isn't about giving up eggs. Not at all. Eggs are still a wonderful, nutritious food, but it's about recognizing that they're not the only option. And in fact, for seniors who want to go beyond the basics, these protein-rich foods are the secret weapons that can keep you stronger, longer. We've already uncovered some powerful foods that go toe-to-toe with eggs and protein content, but here's the truth. Just knowing these foods isn't enough. The real secret is in how you use them, how you combine them, and how you bring them into your daily routine. So let's talk about simple, senior-friendly strategies to turn these foods into meals that actually work for your body. The problem with protein after 60 before we dive into meals? Let's pause for a moment. Why does protein matter so much after 60? Here's the science. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at using protein to build and repair muscle. It's something doctors call anabolic resistance. This means that while a younger person might need 20 grams of protein to trigger muscle repair, a senior might need closer to 30 grams at once to get the same effect. So the challenge is not just eating protein, but eating enough, in the right way, throughout the day. That's where smart meal planning comes in. Breakfast starts strong. Picture this. A senior wakes up, feels a little stiff, maybe low energy. What's the usual breakfast? Toast. Maybe cereal. A cup of tea and a biscuit. Fortunately, that gives you sugar and carbs, but almost no protein. Let's flip the script. A powerful senior breakfast could be Greek yogurt topped with berries, a spoonful of quinoa, and a sprinkle of pumpkin seeds. That's nearly 25 to 30 grams of protein in one bowl, more than 3 eggs, plus calcium, probiotics, fiber, and antioxidants. It's not just breakfast, it's fuel. Imagine starting your morning with muscles fed, bones strengthened, and energy steady all the way till lunchtime. Lunch, the muscle builder now. Lunch is where you can really power up. One option, lentil and chickpea soup. 1 cup of lentils equals 18 grams protein. 1 cup of chickpeas equals 15 grams protein. Together, with some vegetables and spices, you've got a warming, comforting meal with over 30 grams of protein in a single bowl. And here's the magic. The fiber in lentils and chickpeas slows digestion, meaning your body absorbs that protein gradually. That keeps your muscles fed for hours and prevents the dreaded afternoon energy crash. Imagine a senior couple sitting down to a hearty bowl of this soup instead of sandwiches and chips. Not only are they saving money, but they're also quietly rebuilding their muscles with every spoonful.
Snack time.
Small but mighty. Snacks are often where seniors go wrong. Biscuits with tea or maybe sugary drinks. But with a few smart swaps, snacks can become protein power-ups. Small handful of pumpkin seeds, 10 grams protein, or a serving of black bean dip with veggie sticks. Or even just roasted chickpeas, crunchy and satisfying. These snacks don't just prevent muscle loss, they protect your heart. Keep your blood sugar stable and curb unhealthy cravings. Dinner, the perfect combo by dinner time. Seniors often eat very lightly, maybe just rice or bread. But remember, protein is still needed at night to repair muscles while you sleep. That's where quinoa comes in. Imagine a simple dinner plate. Quinoa salad with black beans, roasted vegetables, and a drizzle of olive oil. That's nearly 20 to 25 grams of protein. Packed with all 9 essential amino acids, antioxidants, and heart-healthy fats. It's light, easy to digest, and still powerful enough to support overnight muscle repair. The key, combining for complete protein. Here is something most people don't know. Many plant-based proteins are incomplete on their own, meaning they lack 1 or 2 essential amino acids. But when you combine them smartly, you get a complete protein, just like eggs or meat. Examples: rice plus beans equals complete protein. Quinoa plus chickpeas equals complete protein. Lentils plus pumpkin seeds equals complete protein. This is why cultures around the world have survived on combinations like beans and rice or lentils with bread for centuries. They didn't know the science, but they knew it worked. For seniors, these combinations are not just tradition, they're a lifeline for muscle health. A story to remember. Let's imagine Margaret, a 67-year-old retiree. She used to eat the standard tea and toast breakfast, sandwiches for lunch, and a light dinner. She often felt weak, had trouble lifting groceries, and noticed her balance wasn't as good as before. Then she learned about these foods and began structuring her meals differently. Greek yogurt bowl for breakfast, lentil soup for lunch, pumpkin seed snack in the afternoon, quinoa and black beans for dinner. Within 2 months, Margaret noticed something amazing. Her legs felt stronger, she could climb stairs more easily, and even her doctor said her muscle tone had improved. This is the power of not just eating protein, but eating it right. Let's lift the lid and explore the hidden gifts these foods give us. 1. Quinoa. The bone protector quinoa is often celebrated as the only grain that's a complete protein. But here's something most people miss. Quinoa is also packed with magnesium, manganese, and phosphorus, minerals your bones absolutely depend on. After 60, bone density naturally declines. This is why seniors face higher risks of fractures. But a plate of quinoa isn't just feeding your muscles. It's strengthening your bones from within. Imagine every forkful of quinoa as tiny reinforcements being delivered to your skeletal frame, keeping you upright, balanced, and strong. And here's the kicker. Quinoa is also gluten-free, making it gentle on the digestive system, so seniors can absorb its nutrients more easily. 2. Lentils. The heart healer, yes. Lentils are protein powerhouses. But the real secret? They're one of the most heart-friendly foods on the planet. Lentils are loaded with soluble fiber, the kind that traps cholesterol in your digestive system and helps remove it from the body. Studies show that people who eat lentils regularly have lower LDL cholesterol and healthier blood pressure. Now, think about this. After 60, heart disease risk climbs higher. Every bowl of lentil soup isn't just nourishing muscles. It's also keeping arteries flexible, lowering cholesterol, and protecting the heart that's been working tirelessly for decades. Picture it this way. Lentils aren't just food. They're like a soft polish for your arteries, keeping them clean and smooth so blood flows freely. 3. Chickpeas. The brain booster. Chickpeas are famous for protein and fiber, but here's a benefit that often gets overlooked. They feed your brain. Chickpeas contain choline, magnesium, and zinc, all critical for memory, focus, and nerve signaling. Choline, in particular, helps your brain produce acetylcholine, the neurotransmitter responsible for learning and memory. For seniors, this is powerful. Think of chickpeas as little guardians for your memory, helping keep conversations clear, instructions easy to follow, and daily life smoother. And when chickpeas are combined with olive oil or sesame, like in hummus, the healthy fats help the brain absorb those nutrients even more effectively. So the next time you dip carrot sticks into hummus, remember, you're not just having a snack, you're fueling your brain for clarity and sharpness. 4. Pumpkin seeds. The sleep and mood secret. We've already seen how pumpkin seeds pack more protein per ounce than eggs. But here's another reason they magical. They one of the best natural sources of magnesium. Magnesium is often called the relaxation mineral. It calms nerves, helps muscles release tension, and supports deep sleep. Seniors often struggle with insomnia, restless legs, or nighttime cramps. A small handful of pumpkin seeds in the evening could make a world of difference, feeding muscles, easing stress, and helping the body wind down. And there's more. Pumpkin seeds are rich in tryptophan, the amino acid that the body converts into serotonin for mood and melatonin for sleep. So yes, pumpkin seeds build muscles, but they also help seniors rest, recharge, and wake up with more energy the next morning. 5. Greek yogurt. The immunity shield we talked about, Greek yogurt's protein power, but let's not forget its probiotics. After 60, the immune system doesn't respond as strongly as it once did. That's why seniors catch colds more easily or take longer to recover. Probiotics. The friendly bacteria in Greek yogurt help rebalance gut health, and a healthy gut is the foundation of a strong immune system. Plus, Greek yogurt is rich in calcium and vitamin D, protecting bones and teeth at the same time. It's a rare food that hits muscle, bones, and immunity all at once. Think of it as your daily shield, strengthening your defenses while quietly fueling your body. The bigger picture. Food is medicine. When you step back and look at these foods, quinoa, lentils, chickpeas, pumpkin seeds, Greek yogurt, it's clear they're not just filling your stomach, they're repairing tissues. They're balancing hormones. They're protecting your heart, brain, bones, and immune system. In short, they're acting like medicine without the side effects. Let's return to Margaret, our 67-year-old friend from earlier. When she started eating these foods, she thought it was just about protein. But over time, she noticed something unexpected. Her sleep improved. Her digestion became smoother. Her doctor told her that her cholesterol had dropped. She even felt sharper in conversations with her grandchildren. That's the beauty of natural foods. You start with one goal, like protecting your muscles, but you gain dozens of hidden benefits you never expected. The journey always circles back to one truth. The small decisions you make today shape the life you live tomorrow. Picture yourself months from now, standing in front of the mirror. You notice your shoulders are no longer slumped. Your arms look more defined. Your legs feel steady under you. It isn't vanity, it's victory. A quiet strength you've built with simple foods that nature has provided all along. For years, many people believed that aging meant weakness was inevitable. That after 60, the body simply slows down and there's nothing to do but accept it. But here you are, proving that story wrong. You've shown that muscle loss isn't a sentence, it's a challenge. And challenges can be met with action, persistence, and a plate full of the right nourishment. Think about how far you've come in just listening to your body differently. At first you were curious. Could beans, lentils, or seeds really stand up to something as protein-packed as an egg? Then you learn the truth. That ounce for ounce, these humble foods are not only powerful but often superior. They don't just build muscle, they bring with them a wave of fiber, minerals, antioxidants, and heart-protecting compounds. You didn't just add protein, you added life. And it hasn't only been about meals. Along the way, you discovered movement feels easier when your muscles are supported. You found joy in the simplest exercises, from stretching in the morning to walking in the evening. Instead of dreading activity, you began to crave it. Your body responded and your spirit followed. Suddenly, laughter came more freely. Conversations felt lighter. Even challenges felt less daunting, because deep down you knew you had the strength to face them. Imagine gathering with friends or family. Someone asks, "What's your secret? You look so full of energy these days." You smile not because you've done anything extreme, but because you chose consistency. Chose lentils instead of empty calories. You chose quinoa over processed bread, sprinkled pumpkin seeds on your meals, enjoyed a glass of soy milk, and made those small, invisible choices that add up to visible change. The secret isn't complicated. It's within reach for anyone willing to take it. This is more than food. It's freedom. Freedom from the quiet fear of losing independence. Freedom from the worry of relying on others for basic tasks. Freedom to enjoy life as it unfolds, not from a distance, but with both feet planted firmly in the moment. When you give your body what it craves, you aren't just fueling muscles, you're fueling your future. Now pause for a moment and ask yourself, if such changes are possible with one decision today, what will another year of decisions bring? Where will you be if you keep this path alive? The answer is powerful. You'll not only maintain strength, but continue to build it. You'll prove to yourself and to everyone watching that your best years can still be ahead of you. So take this as your invitation. Don't wait until tomorrow. Don't let another meal pass by without giving your body what it deserves. Start with one choice, one step, one change. Let it grow, let it multiply, and let it transform your life. Because this story doesn't end here. It continues with you in your kitchen, at your table, in your heart, and through every action you take. And as you go forward, remember, you're not walking alone. Thousands of others are choosing the same path, taking the same steps towards strength, vitality, and health. Together, we're rewriting what it means to age. Right. Together, we're proving that life after 60 can be vibrant, full of energy, and deeply rewarding. If this story inspired you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with others who might be searching for hope, for strength, for a reason to believe that change is possible. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, because more stories, more guidance, and more natural health secrets are waiting for you. Each video is another step forward, another tool you can use to keep building the life you deserve. So here's your call to action. Like this video if it gave you value, share it with someone who needs to hear this message, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss what's coming next. Let's build this journey together. And one final reminder, this video is for educational purposes only. It's not medical advice. Always listen to your body, consult your healthcare professional for personal guidance, and make choices that fit your own needs.